Daily Manna from the Torah by Dr Ketriel Blad. Shalom and welcome to the second Aliyah of Parashat Nitzavim. You are standing. This second Aliyah is found in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verses 13 through 15. Today's study takes us to verses 14 and 15, and they read as follows. I make this covenant and this oath, not with you alone, but with him who stands here with us today before the Lord our God, as well as with him who is not here with us today. Can the Eternal be interested in the ones who are not present? This text says that the covenant that was made in the plains of Moab with the second generation that came out of Egypt wasn't only for that generation, but also for those who were going to be born afterwards in the covenant, and also those Gentiles who were going to enter the covenant by their own will through conversion. This teaches us several things. First, that the Eternal is interested in this covenant to continue and be kept by the descendants of Israel. Of what good is it to rise up a priestly nation for the world if the following generations are not following that calling? That's why it's up to every Jewish parent to carry out their great responsibility of instructing their children to be faithful to the covenant. Secondly, we learn that this covenant doesn't have to be renewed in each generation, as it happened in the plains of Moab with the renewal of the covenant of Sinai, made by a generation before that one. The one born to parents who are in that covenant is automatically in it as well. One born Jewish is already in that covenant, which implies great privileges, but at the same time, a greater responsibility. We can also see in this text that the covenant is valid for the future generations, which implies that the commandments won't be old-fashioned. Each commandment has a truth and a principle applicable to each generation, as long as the conditions for the commandments to be fulfilled exist. There are severe consequences awaiting those who disregard any or some of the commandments, saying that they are not for this time, or that they've been abolished. The 5 books of Moshe are as valid today as when they were written. Blessed are those who respect them and keep them. When the renewed covenant for the heavenly priest ministry was made through Yeshua's death, it wasn't only done for those who were present in the upper room, but also for all those who would enter that covenant by their preaching. John 17, verses 20 and 21. Then Hashem was counting you in when he made the renewed covenant in the blood of Yeshua. Blessings and shalom.